Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today I just wanted to do another one of my bilingual baby series since I noticed that a lot of people like those videos, and I just wanted to share with you guys my Yenli's baby library. So for those of you guys who have not seen any of my videos, we are planning on raising my Yenli bilingual French and Spanish. We live in Canada, in Ontario, Toronto specifically, so he will eventually learn English as most of the daycares and schools and activities are in English, although we are planning on enrolling him in French school. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys the books that I have for him, and I wanted to show you guys the different types of books that are out there and how we use them to incorporate it in our bilingual schedule. So I hope you guys like this video. Give me a thumbs up, and if this is your first time seeing my videos and you like what you see, please subscribe. I arranged my Yenli's bookshelf according to languages. So at first we have the Spanish books, then we have the French books, then we have the English books at the bottom. I'm going to start with the Spanish books because there is a specific style that I really like about them. So we have books that are completely in Spanish, like this one. And it's just a ¿Qué cosas dice mi abuela? So it's just a picture book, and it tells you, it has the written parts. It's very little writing, kids books, a lot of pictures, very little writing. So these books are fully in Spanish. I read that to him. I don't give it to him to hold because they're paperback, so they can easily tear. So I just hold that to myself and I go through the book with him. So I usually enjoy reading them to him, and sometimes I also just describe to him what we see in the picture. Because the book is in Spanish, I usually, if I want to describe what is in the picture, then I'll do that in French at another time. I don't mix the two languages when I'm reading one book. So that's what I would do. Now, the other types of books that we have are these ones. So this one is Celia Cruz, The Life of Celia Cruz, La Vida de Celia Cruz. So I really like these types of books because they are also picture books, very well decorated, very colorful, and it always grabs his attention, and he loves it when I'm just like, azúcar. He really enjoys that part. So it's very colorful, and it's really good for people who are raising their child bilingual English and Spanish, or if you're planning on raising your child bilingual English and Spanish but your partner does not speak one of the languages. So this is really good because you have the exact same thing written in English in one side, and then you have it in Spanish on the other side. So your partner can follow with you in their language of choice, and you can read the story in English or in French, or when your child is older, or in Spanish, sorry, in English or Spanish. And when your child is older, he can read it himself in both languages. So I also do not let my Yenli play with this book because it has a hard cover, but it's also paper back. It's also paper pages. So those are what my Spanish books look like. They're either bilingual, Spanish and English, or they're just purely Spanish. Then I also have my French books, which are just these, they're like this. I have another one, Petit Ours Brun, but it's paperback, and I actually don't know where it is right now. So I have these types of books. So they are very baby friendly. It's cardboard, as you can see. Both books are cardboard, and they're very simple. This one is La Nature, and it just talks to you about nature. So you can see it has very simple writing. Just quand il y a peu de nuages, on voit le soleil, des nuages, le soleil. It tells you like a single line kind of story. This one just says when there's a little bit of clouds we can see the sun, and then it tells you the sun, the cloud, and it goes with the night, rain, rainbow. So it'll tell you what is on each page, and then you make a sentence to connect both pictures. So this is also really simple. It's very simple to read. It's just in French. I don't have any bilingual English, French, or French, Spanish books. So these ones are just in French. So I usually give him these books to play with because he won't be able to tear them. And the other thing is that I read it to him, and I can also do the picture parts in Spanish at another reading session. So that is what I really like about these types of books. So these books are baby friendly. So this one is about the body, this one is about nature, and the other books I have are just like stories, different stories, Le Petit Ours Brun, those types of stories, just animated stories. And then last but not least, I have my English books over here. So most of the English books that I have, I did not purchase. Most of them are very easy to find, all on Amazon and stuff like that. So most of my English books are actually cardboard. So right now I am not, since I'm not planning on speaking Spanish to my Yenli, what I'm doing right now is I just use these as like kind of picture books. So what I would do is I would go through each book and I would just tell him like what they're showing, like the toes. I would just describe the pictures in the books, and I would do that in the language at the time. So if we're having a Spanish session, then I'll do that in Spanish, and if we're having a French session, then I would do the same thing in French. So that's pretty much all the books I have. I have a bottom shelf, but this is basically from his baptism, so it's just the Bibles. So I have like 5 Bibles that he got. It's crazy. And I have them in English, French, and Spanish. So I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope it helped you guys out. And if you're just curious, I hope you enjoyed watching it. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video.